Hey guys, this is Spiritual at Heart and welcome back to another pick a card reading. Today we are going to look at your person and at how he or she feels about you. You can look at their current energy or you can decide to even go and look into their future energy. So if you'd like, you can pick your current energy first and then you pick another pile for your future energy. Or if you only want the current energy, you decide your pick for the current energy. Or if you only want their future energy, you can also just pick one for that future energy. That's the cool thing about today. You can pick and choose for yourself. Even if you kind of want maybe their previous energy and you feel drawn to a specific one while you think about their previous energy, you can even look into their previous energy as well. So it's a little mix and match today. Pick the piles you feel most drawn to. So what you need to do is make the intention to find a specific energy of them. So for example, you say, I intend to look at their current energy. For example, you feel most drawn to this pile right here. You watch that pile. If you then decide you want to see their future energy, you come back here and you make the intention of finding their future energy. And for example, you feel more drawn to the pile right here. So that's how you decide which piles to watch. You are definitely allowed to watch more than one pile. Pick the ones you feel most drawn to. So for the piles today, we have 8 piles. We have pile number 1 up top with the Obsidian. We have the pile next to it, number 2, with the Pyrite. Then we have pile number 3 with the clear aura Quartz. We have pile number 4 with the Fluorite, although I did drop it a few days ago and the tip is a little bit broken. Whoops. Then we have pile number 5 down below with the Selenite. We have pile number 6 with the Rose Quartz, also a little aura layer on it. We have pile number 7 with the purple Lepidolite. Matches my nails, doesn't it? And we have pile number 8 with the beautiful Tourmaline Quartz. So mix and match to your liking. Pick the piles you feel most drawn to and I'll see you there. Hello my lovely pile number 1. If you chose the black Obsidian, this is going to be your reading. So you might have chosen their current energy, you might have chosen their previous energy, or you might have chosen their future energy, but let's look at what that energy is. So I have a lot of oracle cards, let's see what they are. So we have the animal, we have Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. We also have your hard work is paying off with new moon in Capricorn. We have first quarter moon in Gemini, speak your world into being. We also have hawk spirit, let spirit be your guide. We have coyote spirit, trust in divine detours. We have keuze. This means choice or making a decision. And the last one is a channeled message. It is, I am insecure. So I asked Spirit to give the energy that they feel about you, how they see you. And they see you as the animal. And I feel like this is kind of saying that they see you as, or at least you bring up their primal instincts. They kind of want to chase you. They they feel really drawn to you, and it comes from a place that's very deep and very primal. And at the same time, they realize that this is a divine plan. There is a divine relationship, or at least this is a connection that is divinely orchestrated, because we do have a lot about the divine. So especially with this card, with Anna, grandmother of Jesus, with laying foundations and divine plan, I feel like they realize that at this moment, or at the moment that you have chosen, they are busy laying foundations, and so are you. And they trust that when the time is right, you guys will meet again, and you might get back together or get together for the first time. But what we do see is that there are detours. So maybe at this moment that you are watching, there are detours, and they know that this is in order to lay those foundations or to work out trauma that happened in the past, but they trust that these detours are part of the plan and that they have their own reasons, and it's best for the both of you. We also have Let Spirit Be Your Guide, and what I get with this card is kind of the same message, that they trust in this divine timing. They trust that any detour that happens, that it happens to help you guys out, to create a better future for the both of you. And they let spirit decide what happens within this relationship. Or maybe they are just not acting on this need to chase, but they trust that when the time is right, this all will happen and you will unite. But at this moment, or at the moment that you have chosen, they are quite insecure about themselves, and they are working on that. They are working on their insecurities, they are working on their trauma, and I think that you are doing the same. We have your hard work is paying off, and we have I am insecure, and that really indicates that they are working on their insecurities, they are working on their foundations, and those foundations could be materialistically, but it could also very well be emotionally or about communication. But they are really working on themselves, trying to be a better person, that once you are together, it might be for the last time that you have been separated, or at least that you might be able to stay together forever. Especially with this Speak Your World into Being. One, I get that they know that you are kindred souls, that you mirror each other, because we also have that mirror image on the card as well. But at the same time, they are manifesting this relationship. So that's pretty cool. Speak Your World into Being talking about your future, manifesting that future, and really wanting something to happen and talking about it. Maybe it's only in their head that they are really dreaming of scenarios, or they are talking to friends about you or what you might have in the future. But yeah, they are really working towards this relationship or this getting back together with you. But they know that this detour or this separation, or all the separations for that part, have a reason, and that reason is to heal and to work on themselves. And they trust that spirit will bring you back together if the time is right and when you are both ready and if it's meant to be. But I think that they have that very strong feeling that it is meant to be, because they really feel that primal urge, that very intense longing, intense feeling, especially with this animal card. They just can't control themselves when they are around you, and that's actually a pretty good thing. We also have choice, and this choice, I think, is about letting spirit decide when the time is right, and really leaving it open and not trying to control things. They are trying to go with the flow and just trust that this will happen when they are ready. And maybe they trust that you will turn around and you will come back to them when you are ready. But there is a very strong sense of kind of a confidence that this will turn out all right, and that It will happen when the time is right, but first you are both focusing on laying solid foundations for yourself and for building a strong foundation to build your future on. So that's the energy that you chose. If you want, you can pick another pile to get other energies as well. You can just go back to the introduction and pick a different pile. Maybe I'll see you there. Bye, guys. Hello, my lovely pile number 2. If you chose the Pyrite, this is going to be your reading. Once again, this could be their present, their future, or the energy from the past. So pick whatever you want. Let's see what their energy is. We have quite a lot of oracle cards. Let's take a look. So the first one we have is the Hunter. We also have Meditate and Contemplate, New Moon in Pisces. We have Attune to the Divine, New Moon in Pisces. Both are New Moon in Pisces, so that's pretty cool actually. We also have the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. We have Intensity. Beautiful card. What else do we have? You guys got one extra, by the way. Then we have Elephant Spirit with a Learn from the Past. We have Panther Spirit with Reclaim Your Power. We have Stag Spirit with Take the Lead. And the last one we have is I Am Working on Myself. So, what does this mean? I asked Spirit what they thought about you, and the most significant energy was the Hunter. So what I get is that they see you as the Hunter. So this might just be interpreted as they feel like you are chasing them. They feel like you are trying to take the lead and trying to win them over. So they kind of feel like they don't have to put in any effort, especially in this relationship, but you are doing all the work. You are running towards them. You are trying to catch them. You are trying to get back with them. Yeah, the main energy is actually that you're like the chaser in this situation. So for the people that are familiar with the runner-chaser dynamic, they see you as the chaser, and your person that you're inquiring about might be the runner. So it might be that they are actually running from you at this moment. So that's the main energy, but at the same time, it doesn't mean that they don't care or that they don't want anything to do with you, because we do have intensity as well, and meditate and contemplate. So with intensity, I can see that they actually really, really feel strongly about you, but at the same time, it might be a little bit too intense for them at this moment. They might not be able to just handle all of this energy, and that's why they are deciding to run away, because they feel hunted. With meditate and contemplate, I do feel like they are thinking about you a lot. They are contemplating about what to do. Have I made the right decision? What's going to happen? A lot of thoughts going through their mind about you and about the situation. So it might be that you are still speaking to this person, but of course for other people, they might not, or it might be very complicated, and maybe that's why they are thinking about this situation so much. But they are really trying to figure out their own thoughts, maybe even figuring out their own reactions, because they might respond in different ways than they are used to, just because this energy is so different than they have ever felt before. Now, we also have Attune to the Divine, and I think that they are just trying to attune to themselves again. So I feel like because of this strong energy, they might have lost a sense of self, or at least they are completely confused about who they are now, because so much has happened, and maybe you have shown them parts of themselves that they have never seen before, or they have put away for a long time. And now they are just really confused and not sure where they're going, not sure what to do. And they are trying to regain that solid ground. And at the same time, their emotions are just kind of all over the place. Their thoughts are all over the place. And they are trying for dear life to hold on and get back some solid footings. But we also have, you have been training for this for a lifetime. So I do think that they realize that you are someone that they are supposed to be spending a lot of time with, learning lessons from, maybe even having a joint purpose. They realize that you might have a mission together, or that you are supposed to start a business together or have kids together, but they recognize you in that way. But the energy is just so intense that at this moment they are unable to even listen to what their feelings are telling them, or what their guides are telling them. They're just a little bit overwhelmed. I can really feel that chaotic, frantic energy at this moment. So yeah, they really want to, but I feel like they're really going crazy at this moment, that their heads just exploding, and they're really trying to calm themselves down. And I think that's why they try to create some distance between the two of you. And I haven't even told you guys, but we can see reclaim your power. That's what they're trying. They are trying to reclaim their power, their sense of self, their kind of coolness that they used to have that was completely destroyed when they met you. But yeah, they are trying to get their solid footings again, to claim back their power and take the lead themselves, because they feel that you are taking the lead in this situation, and I feel like that is making them a little bit uncomfortable at the moment. They want to be the one that takes the lead. They want to be the one in power. They like to have that control, but they feel that at this moment they don't have that control. That control is on your side, and I feel like that scares them a little bit, especially because this relationship is so intense. We also have learn from the past, and I feel like you remind them of a lot of things that happened in their past. Maybe something between the two of you happened in the past that keeps repeating over and over in their mind, or you awaken memories of maybe previous partners that caused them a lot of pain and a lot of harm, and they're just trying to make the right decision at this moment, and they might just feel that you might hurt them all over again, and that they might be even more broken than they are right now. I don't know why I'm saying that, because I don't think that they are broken, but I think that they feel like they are broken. They feel like they are beyond repair, and it kind of hurts me to even think about that. But yeah, they feel like they are broken. They feel like they can't be repaired. There's no soul salvation here, and they don't want to be saved. So that kind of really sucks to hear. But they are trying to learn from the past, and because we do have I am working on myself, they are trying to heal themselves. They are trying to heal their trauma, but I feel like they want to do it alone. They don't want any pity from other people. They don't want any other help. They don't want your help. They don't want, yeah, they just want to be alone. They just want to do it on their own. They don't want to be hurt even more. I think they are afraid of rejection. They're afraid that you are here at this moment, but then they show you something that they have not shown anybody before, and then you will leave, and they will be left feeling even worse. So they're just trying to gain those solid footings. They are trying to get themselves back together. I feel like they are completely broken for some reason. and they are really trying to pick up the pieces for themselves and to continue as if you guys have never met for some reason, like to continue the way of being that they were before they met you. Because I feel like you have made a huge impact. But at the same time, they are not completely ready to acknowledge that fact that you have this crazy influence on them. They're just afraid of that influence that you have, and they're just trying to ignore it. They're trying to run from it, but they are trying to heal themselves. So they are trying to work on it, but you have to give them some time. They are just really frightened, I feel like they are really powerless and like a small kid that's crying and just yells at the world because they're scared. So kind of a harsh energy. I'm sorry. I do hope that it could give you some help or some release, that it's nothing to do with you. It's not because you're a terrible human being or that you have done anything wrong. This relationship is just so intense that they can't handle it at this moment, and the only way they can handle with it at this moment is to run away from you and really try to find back who they are and what they think they are and get those solid footings again. I think I keep going back to that, like trying to be stable again, trying to have normal thoughts, like not their thoughts racing, just trying to calm down, trying to get everything back to normal. So yeah, that's the energy that we see here. If you want, you can look into the future energy or at a different energy or maybe at another person. You can just go back to the pile selection and pick a different pile. So I hope it resonated, and I hope to see you in one of the other piles. Bye bye. Hello, my lovely pile number 3. If you chose the clear quartz, this is going to be your reading. So this could be their past energy, their current energy, or their future energy, whatever you have intended. Let's take a look at the cards, shall we? So we have the mentor. We have you and your loved ones are safe, new moon in Cancer. We have first quarter moon in Capricorn, unleash your kindest self. We also have dance with life, do something to change your energy. We have don't dim to fit in. Ooh, my camera is doing some crazy things. There we go. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? We have mouse spirit, tend to the small things. We have a rabbit spirit, now is a lucky time. We have eenwording, it's unity. And the last one we have is I just want to hug and kiss you. Oh. Okay, so what does this all mean? I asked Spirit what they think about you, how they feel about you, and as we can see, they think of you as their mentor. So they feel like you can teach them a lot of things. You have taught them a lot of things, and they really look up to you. That's what we can see with the mentor. Now, we have a lot of other cards as well. We also have you and your loved ones are safe with the new moon in Cancer. And what I'm getting with this card is that they feel really safe and secure when they are around you. So you give them that feeling of home, of belonging, of feeling very safe and not having to be afraid about anything. Everything is going to be all right. We also have unleash your kindest self. So they feel like you make them a better person. They think that because of you, they want to be kinder, they want to be nicer. You are so nice that they want to keep up with you and do the same. They might want to do, like, give you little gifts or give you more compliments just because they feel so good when they are around you. And you are really teaching them how to be a better person, how to be a better person, basically. We have a lot of other lessons as well in these cards already, and I think that they really want to tell you that you have taught them so much, and these are the things that you have taught them. So we also have Dance with Life, do something to change your energy. So this might be pretty specific, but some people, they want to thank you for learning them how to dance, or maybe to help them be more active. Maybe take dance classes, or just go to the gym, for example, or play a specific sports that you introduced them to. They want to thank you for that because it really helps them change their energy and makes them feel a lot better about themselves. You have also taught them that they don't need to dim to fit in, and that they can be who they want to be, and that they don't have to hide certain aspects of themselves, and they are truly able to shine now, that they are not afraid to be different, they're not afraid to, and you have taught them that. So maybe you are very authentic yourself, you don't dim to fit in as well, and they really admire that in you. Now, we also have Now is a Lucky Time. With this card, I thought it was very adorable. I think the message is that they feel very lucky to have you in their lives. They feel very lucky that they have met you. And with this card as well, I do get that motherly vibe. You have like the mom with 2 babies. So maybe they could see you as the mother of their children, or at least that they really want you to be part of their lives and be a part of their future. But they feel very, very lucky to have you, or to have you around. We also have a mouse spirit with tend to the small things. With this card, I really get that they want to thank you. Again, they want to thank you for learning to be happy with little things, to take pleasure in really small little details throughout the day, to really acknowledge all those little things in life that maybe you take for granted normally, but they learned that they should be really happy about those things, and they have seen that you take nothing for granted and that you are happy with all the little things, and they want that for themselves as well. So yeah, they really see you as this teacher, as this mentor. They really look up to you. They really look up to the way that you are, the way that you just effortlessly are. I think they feel like it doesn't take much effort for you to be authentic, to be yourself, to be happy, and they kind of want to emulate that for themselves. But they are very lucky that they have met you and that they get the opportunity to learn from you. And with Unity, I do get that they want to be in union with you. They want to be together with you. They want to be in a relationship with you. Maybe they even feel very connected to you, as if you are a family. So this could be, I feel like for some people this is more of a friendship and not like a romantic relationship. But for others this definitely is a romantic relationship. But at the same time it does feel like there is some kind of power imbalance, kind of. Not really power imbalance, but like they really look up to you. They really put you on that pedestal. So that might not be entirely healthy if you are in a relationship. But they really look up to you. They really see you as someone to look up to, that might even be their superior, that might be very good at telling them what to do, and they love to do that for you anyway. But yeah, it's like that childish energy looking at their parent, like, wow, this person is amazing, and how they do this, wow, and I'm learning so much. And that's the energy that I'm getting at this moment. But they really want to be with you. They really want to be a part of you. So maybe you actually chose to see what your children think about you and you came in this pile. So that could be the case as well. But for others, it is just a friend or someone that you are romantically interested in, but they really, really, really look up to you. That's like the main energy that I'm getting right here. And the message that you guys have got was, I just want to hug and kiss you. So they really want to be around you. They really want your attention. They really want to have your love. They want to get hugs. They want to get kisses. They want to, they kind of want to be babied for some people. So that's the energy that I'm getting pretty strongly. So I'm not the one to judge about fetishes, but it could be that you guys have that one wants to be your child, that role play kind of thing, or that it's just the very childish, very young, and very, very sweet energy that I'm getting. But take it as it resonates. I'm not trying to say anything bad about this person, but I do get a very childish energy. So yeah, that was it for you, pile number 3. If you'd like to look at maybe a future energy or a different energy than that you had intended now, you can go back and you can pick a different pile. I hope to see you there. Bye guys. Hello my lovely pile number 4. If you chose the watermelon fluorite, this is going to be your reading. So this can be the past, the future, or the current energy, whatever you intended it to be. So before I start, I just wanted to tell you guys that I did drop this fluorite, and I thought it might be an indication that this person might have dropped you, or just maybe like ghosted you or some sort of like something like that. So just keep that in mind as maybe a synchronicity, or maybe it doesn't mean anything, but I thought I just might say it. Now let's look at the oracle cards. The first one we have is the Poet. We also have Show the World the Real You with full moon in Aquarius. We have full moon in Virgo, Take Inspired Action. We have Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? We also have Pig Spirit with Use Your Mind Wisely. We have Sandpiper Spirit with Be Playful. We have Onvoorwaardelijk, it means unconditional. We have Intimacy. We have I Don't Want to Talk. And we have I Messed It Up. So this I Messed It Up does give an indication that they might have dropped you, or they might have done something bad, like something that wasn't very nice to you. But we'll talk about that later. So I asked Spirit how they see you, and the card that came out was the Poet. The archetype that we saw was the Poet. So I feel like they see you as someone that just like kind of like magic is put together and has like all the elements that is needed to create something beautiful. It's like the perfect rhyme that's put together, like a perfect symphony put together. So they really see you as something divine, something that's made maybe even just for them. Don't want to sound possessive, but yeah, they feel like you are so perfect and constructed in a way that they couldn't even imagine. Now, we also have the Mirror and we have Unconditional. So this does give me major twin flame vibes. Of course, if you don't resonate with that, you don't have to. But I do think for quite a lot of people in here, this person might be your twin flame, the person that you are inquiring about. But because we have Mirror, you might be triggering them a lot. They see a lot of their own characteristics in you, and that triggers them a lot. So it might be very hard for them to be around you sometimes because you remind them so much of who they are, or even who they can be if they don't mess things up when they really try to work on things. And maybe that causes them a lot of pain as well because they know they have to do better, but it's not coming out at this moment. At least that's what I'm feeling for the current energy, or the energy that you are inquiring about. We also have show the world the real you. And I feel like that's what they can be. They can be their true selves when they are around you. They don't have to hide anything. They can really, truly be themselves around you. You comfort them. You give them the idea that they can be whoever they want to be, and that they are perfect just the way they are. Especially, well, actually at any time really. But at the same time, we can already see that they have messed it up. But I think that they know that although they messed it up and they don't want to talk, that you still have a lot of feelings towards them, and they have a lot of feelings towards you as well. But at the same time, they might be overthinking quite a lot because we have used your mind wisely. So I think they are trying not to think too much about you, or they might be trying to not think too much about what has passed, or about things that have been said, or that they don't want to think about the future because they are only worrying themselves about things that they don't need to worry about just yet. And I realize I'm having quite a lot of trouble with using my words at this moment, and I feel like that's them having trouble with the way they speak. They might be afraid that they say the wrong words, or they are just not quite sure how to communicate certain things with you, or they are afraid that it might come out the wrong way. I do feel like they know that you have a way with words, but they are lacking that component at this moment. So we also have take inspired action. And I think this comes back to really being mindful of what they are saying, how they are saying it, really trying to bring forth the messages that they want to bring forth, really giving you the right intentions that they have. Might not always be the intention of being together, but they do really want to make sure that you know how they feel, you know what they want, and that there are no misunderstandings. They only want to take the action if they truly want it. They don't want to make any mistakes. They don't want to do it hastily. They don't want to come back on any decisions. So they really want to be mindful of what action to do, how they're going to do it, and the way that they are going to do it in. But at the same time, with Be Playful, I think they really want to have fun with you, or they think that you are very much fun to be around. So they really like hanging out with you. They really like to do things with you. You bring out that playful side inside of them as well. And I think that they do think about that a lot at this moment, or at the moment that you are deciding to watch. So, for example, if you're thinking about the future, in the future, they will think that you are a lot of fun and they want to hang out. We also have intimacy and unconditional. So they feel a very strong bond towards you. They feel this unconditional love, that there is no way to sever this bond between the two of you. I do think they think about intimacy with you a lot. So if you have been intimate together, they might be thinking about that a lot. Maybe they have dreams about being intimate with you as well. And this intimacy really stands out to them. So they have a deep unconditional love, but at the same time, they are really thinking about the intimate side of things with you. So it's not purely physical, but I do think a lot of it is quite physical. And at the same time, we have I messed it up and I don't want to talk. So I think that I don't want to talk is something that they have said to you a lot, and that has really hurt you in the past, or maybe is still hurting you a lot. and they realize that they might have not used their words very wisely. They might not have nuanced the message enough. I think they want to tell you in a nice way that they just need some space, they just need some time. But they have messed up as it goes towards talking, or maybe not talking. Like I said, for some people, this person might have ghosted you. So the message that they want to give is that they're not ready to communicate with you. They're not ready to talk with you, but maybe they handled communicating that in a wrong way. So instead of telling you like, I'm sorry, I need to figure some things out, can you please give me some time so I can get my act back together? Instead of telling you that, they just ghosted you, or they just blocked you, or they send friends your way to tell you that you should shut up, or something around that. So I think they do want to apologize for the fact that they didn't handle this right, but the message is still the same at this moment, and that's that they're not ready for communication just yet. Although they do have that unconditional love for you, they also have a lot of intimate thoughts about you. They think that you are like the perfect magistration of a person. They recognize themselves in you, but yeah, they really need some time to work things out, they just need some time. So that's the message that I have for you now. I hope this resonated, or I hope it gives you some comfort. If you want, you can go back to the pile selection and pick a different pile for a different time frame, or even for a different person. So yeah, I hope to see you in one of the other piles. Bye guys. Hello, my lovely pile number 5. If you chose the Selenite, this is going to be your reading. And this can be their past energy, their current energy, or their future energy, depending on what you intended. So let's take a look at the oracle cards. We have the Unseen. We also have a win-win outcome is forecast with full moon in Libra. We have full moon in Cancer. Let your fears dissolve. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change. We have Antelope Spirit with life is speeding up. We have White Raven Spirit with trust in the magic. We have Control. And the last one we have is Will we ever get back together? So I asked Spirit the energy of what they see in you. So it's literally how they see you. And the energy that we got was the Unseen. So they think that you are the Unseen. You are something that they have never seen before. That's what I'm getting. So they really not really look up to you, but you're like something that they have never seen before, something so rare, something so precious that they kind of need to have it, need to protect it. And yeah, you are very precious to them. But I think that's the reason why we have Control as well. Maybe they are trying to control you, or just trying to keep you for themselves, trying to keep you for them, trying to protect you. But that's the strong energy that we are seeing here. But what we also have is let your fears dissolve. So they do realize that having this control over you is something that stems out of fear, and that's something that's not really helping them. But they just have a lot of fear about losing you, about seeing you with somebody else. A lot of fears. And as we can see, you probably have been together with this person in the past and they would love to get back together with you, but at the same time they do hold a lot of control over you, or they have tried to hold a lot of control over you. We also have align your life with what is not aligned or needs to change. So they do realize that this control aspect that they hold over you is something that they need to change. For other people, I'm also getting that you might be the one that's trying to control them and they feel like you need to change these things, but they do realize that it comes out of fear. So there is a control aspect in your relationship with this person, and the person that is holding the reins, that is in control, does realize that there is a fear and that they need to change their behavior. And because you and this person both realize that this change is something that needs to happen, we can see that there is a positive outcome coming, depending on what energy you are looking at now, your present, your future, or your previous energy. You might already have this outcome. So something very positive might come out of this shift that's about to happen. And this outcome, this positive outcome, might have to do with life speeding up. So it might have to do with moving forward together, being propelled forward into maybe a higher level of commitment, or maybe moving in together, or there is a change for the better within this relationship. So maybe this life is speeding up. This outcome has to do with getting back together because they do want to be with you. And yeah, I mean, they do trust that there is a magic between the two of you. They trust and they know that you feel the same. And I think that they are trying to let go of these fears and trying to let go of control, just because they have that feeling that this relationship is just pure magic. This relationship is destined to be. And they try to trust that instead of trying to control it. They just try to go with the flow, let this relationship flow wherever it's meant to go. And I think that because you have that strong connection, that spark, they trust that it is going to work out, or it has already worked out if you are looking into your past energy. But yeah, they really want to be with you. They might attempt to force it on you because of fears, but they know that they should let go of that control and try to work it out without forcing things. And once they let go of control, or once you let go of control, there is a win-win outcome coming, and your life is going to be speeding up. So you might have a joint purpose together, or you might be achieving great things together in the future. So yeah, this was the end of the reading for you, pile number 5. If you want to see any other energy, you can go back to the beginning of these readings and pick a different pile for a different timing or even a different person. And I hope to see you in one of the other piles. Bye, guys. Hello, my lovely pile number 6. If you chose this beautiful rose quartz, this is going to be your reading. So this can be their past energy, their current energy, or their future energy. Let's take a look at the oracle cards. So the first one we have is the riddle. We also have step out of your comfort zone with North Node. We have last quarter moon in Aries, work through your feelings. We have break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. We have creation. We have grasshopper spirit with take a leap of faith. We have butterfly spirit with transformation is beautiful. We have I am working on my or our finances. And we have I feel like a failure. So I asked Spirit what they think of you, what their feelings are towards you. And they see you as the riddle. So I feel like this person is not sure about what they think of you, or they are just not sure that they know you completely. They feel like you are a mystery to them. They don't have all the answers just yet. They still need to get to know you a little bit more. You are like a riddle to them. There is like a puzzle to be solved and they just haven't figured it out quite yet. So that's the main energy that we can see right here. Now, what we also see is a lot about breaking a pattern, making a change, and working through fears. So we actually have step out of your comfort zone, we have breaking the chain, and we have work through your feelings and transformation. So, sorry, I bumped into the camera. So what I'm seeing here is that they have been used to having a certain pattern with relationships. Maybe they have been used to choosing the same kind of partner over and over and over, and just always ending at the same place with a breakup and with being unsatisfied. And I feel like with you, you are going to be someone that's completely different than they have been with before. And they are trying to take a leap of faith to get out of that comfort zone, out of that continuous cycle of just keep ending up in the same place. And they have to work through some fears, they have to work through their feelings, they have to release some trauma, some ancestral patterns before they are able to make that shift. So because of you, they have been going through quite a transformation. They are trying to release trauma and to get a higher vibration, to make positive shifts in their life. And that's all because of you. I mean, they are doing the work, but you are the instigator to their massive changes. And what we can also see is that they are willing to take a lot of risks for you or in order to be with you. And I feel like they know that you can create a beautiful future with them, especially because we do have create as well. So you guys can build a beautiful future that they have never imagined before, especially because they have been used to being in a certain thinking pattern of just getting in similar relationships, breaking up again, getting back into a relationship that's kind of similar, and just doing it over and over and over again. But they are finally breaking that chain, getting out of that cycle, and that requires to step out of their comfort zone and take that leap of faith. And you are the one that they are doing that with. And I think I feel like a failure comes from repeating those cycles and just feeling like they are never going to get out of those cycles. And that's why they feel like a failure. But they are really working on themselves at this moment. They are really trying to improve their life. They might be improving the way that they respond to things, the way that they act in certain situations, maybe even just decisions that they make in general. And they are deciding to work on their finances as well. Maybe they just want to have a stable foundation to build up from instead of maybe just diving into a relationship, although they're not completely ready themselves. So they are really working on building a stable foundation within them, really making that transformation into a beautiful butterfly before they want to be with you or before they think they are ready for a relationship with you. But at the same time, you really do intrigue them because you might be quite mysterious. You are something that they want to solve or they want to win, like a riddle that they want to complete, that they want to finish. That's the energy that I'm getting, that they really, really want to have a chance with you, but they want to have a proper chance. They don't want to start it when they're not quite ready and mess it up all over again, because they have done that so many times in the past. They really want to be sure that they are completely ready, that they have everything ready. They have healed their trauma, they have built a stable life for themselves, and then they want to have another crack at this riddle that you are to them, this mystery that you still are in their minds. So yeah, that was it for your reading. I hope it resonated. If it did, please give the video a thumbs up. By the way, if you want, you can always go back to the beginning of the complete reading and pick another pile to get a different kind of energy, or just look into a different person. So yeah, I hope you do that, and I hope to see you in one of the other piles. Bye guys. Hello my lovely pile number 7. If you chose the Lepidolite, this is going to be your reading. So this can be their past energy, their current energy, or their future energy, depending on what your intention was. So let's look at the oracle cards. The first one we have is the One. Damn. We also have Mintakam, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. We have impulsivity. I'm sorry, my camera decided to focus on somewhere else. So impulsivity. We also have forgive with full moon in Pisces. Let's see, put them here. We also have Nightingale Spirit with love is all around. Want to make it look a little prettier than it did. We also have Bobcat Spirit with life is a mystery. We have the energy is gaining momentum with waxing moon. We have you are good enough with full moon in Virgo. And the last one we have is I am proud of you. Aw, that's cute. So the first message that's like standing out is that they see you as the one. I think that they know that you are the one for them, and that this is some form of destiny for them. And they are really longing for you. They think that you feel like home. They want to be around you, and they feel a very intense longing for you. But at the same time, I think they don't want to act impulsively. They don't want to act out of impulse, because they are afraid that they might screw it up. And that's why we have this impulse card right here. And I think for a lot of people, this is going to be your future energy, or maybe a current energy, but you do have a past with this person, because we also have forgive. So I think they want you to forgive them, or they forgive you for whatever happened in the past. And at the same time, we can see that, and they are very proud of you, and they think that you are good enough, and the energy is gaining momentum. So what I'm seeing with these two is that they are just very happy to have you around. They are very proud of what you have done so far. And they think that you are definitely good enough. Maybe they know that you are insecure sometimes, or that you doubt their feelings towards you. But they want you to know that they are very proud of how far you have come, of how far this relationship has come, and that you are good enough. You are the one for them, and they don't need anybody else. Only you is more than enough for them. Now, we can also see love is all around. And what I'm getting is, it's not because, love is all around. Usually you'll think about the fact that you can see love everywhere. Like, doing someone that's doing a good deed, that's also a form of love. Taking care of yourself is also a form of love. But I don't think this card means that. It means that they can see you everywhere. Love is all around. Maybe they see your name everywhere. Maybe they see someone that looks like you a lot, or they dream about you, or so it's just that you are surrounding them everywhere you go, everywhere they go. They think about you all the time. They dream about you all the time, and you are just on their mind a whole lot. And I think that is because they know you are the one. Maybe it just strengthens all the feelings that they already have. And I think this is a very much a divinely guided relationship. Maybe that's why Spirit is putting a lot of synchronicities on their path. And because of all these synchronicities, they just can't avoid this knowing anymore. They're just like, yeah, okay, you have made it clear now. I have seen her name, or I've seen their name everywhere. And I mean, I can't avoid it any longer. It's clear to me right now that that person is the one for me, and I can't change that. Whatever I try to do, whatever has happened, this person is the one for me. And maybe that's the reason why the energy is gaining momentum in the period that you want this to be. So the energy is gaining momentum. I think this talks about that you are working your way towards each other. You are working your way towards union together, and that energy is gaining momentum. So if this is your future energy, or this is your current energy, you might be looking at maybe a few months until you will be in union with this person. I can't tell for sure when it's going to happen, but they know that there is a union in store for the both of you. And when this period starts, it won't take very long before you will be together. And with Life is a Mystery, we talked about this relationship being divinely guided, them getting a lot of synchronicities. And I think that they don't understand how that happens, how they see your name everywhere, or how they just think of you all the time. They don't understand what's going on. But they do realize that it's truly happening. It's really happening. They are not imagining this stuff. And they just have to trust that this is what's going on. They have to trust that this is the path that they need to take. Although they don't quite understand what's going on, they trust that this is all they need to know, and that this is what's supposed to happen. So yeah, they are a little bit confused about what's going on with them, but they have very strong feelings. They have a very strong inner knowing, very strong intuition. They get a lot of synchronicities about you, and they are really, I think they are pretty close to being with you when you pick this timing. So if this is your future, in this future moment that we picked, it won't take long before you will be in union. Or if you think this energy is your person right now, I mean, you better get ready, because a lot is about to happen. So yeah, this was the end of this reading. I hope it resonated, and I hope it gave you some comfort. If it did, please give the video a thumbs up. If you want, you can look at other periods as well, or maybe even a different person. So you can go back to the beginning of the reading and pick a different pile. And I'd love to see you there, or I hope you'll have a great day. Bye, guys. Hello, my lovely pile number 8. If you chose the Tourmaline Quartz, this is going to be your reading. So this can be their past energy, their current energy, or their future energy. Let's take a look at the oracle cards. The first one we have is the prayer. We also have Don't Let Your Past Hold You Back with South Node. We have Full Moon in Sagittarius, See the Bigger Picture. We have Pleiades, Double Mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. We have Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. We have Cat Spirit, claim your independence. We have Vertrouwen, this means trust. We have Intuition. We have I ruined our relationships or chances for one. We have I try to ignore our situation. So these are all the oracle cards that we have for today. Let's start in the middle with the prayer. So what I'm getting is that they are still praying for things to work out. They feel like you were someone that they have prayed for a long time, and then you finally entered into their life, but they ruined it with you. So I think they are looking for a second chance, or even a third or fourth, depending on how many times you have been together and separated. But they are trying to ignore whatever happened in your past, and they are trying to work on themselves and be better this time. And I feel that with Vertrouwen, there might be some trust issues in the past, and that may have caused this relationship to fall apart. But at the same time, they feel very strongly towards you. They have a very strong intuition regarding this relationship. Maybe you can, you have like a lot of telepathic communication, or that you just feel what the other is feeling without having to say any words. But with It's Time for a Deep Dive, I am getting the idea that they are trying to heal their past. They are trying to go within and find all the problems that they have that come forward once you get in a relationship with this person, or you get together with this person in general. They are quite bummed out about their past ruining it for them time and time again. And I think that they are finally trying to heal that past so that they don't continue hurting you and don't continue ruining this relationship over and over again. Because I do feel like you have given them a lot of chances, and yeah, you are getting tired as well of these situations just keep on repeating themselves. But what we do see is that they applaud you for being quite independent. You stand tall for yourself. You seem like someone that just can do it all on their own. You don't need anybody. You are a very strong and independent person. But we can also see that they do see the bigger picture with you. They can see a future with you. They really want that future with you. And I think that they are opening up to the idea that this relationship is not just a casual relationship. This is not just a small relationship, but this is really a relationship that will change their life for the better. You awaken that healing inside of them. They want to do better because of you. And with the Pleiades, you might be from Pleiades, you might be a starseed. If you resonate with that, of course, it doesn't have to be like that if you don't want it to be. But they see you as a starseed, as something divine. And I think that they know that they have a mission with you, that they want to be with you, and that together you will be able to uplift humanity, and at the same time do your own thing as well and work on something that you are passionate with, or you are passionate about on your own. So you will be doing a lot of things together, but at the same times you are both quite independent and are able to achieve a lot on your own. But they have been praying for this relationship for a long time. I think they have been praying for this to work out in the end. They are still hoping for a new chance. They are still hoping that this will work out, but they do recognize that they play a big part in the breakups, and that they do need to heal a lot of stuff in order for this to work. So yeah, I mean, it was quite a short message, but it was very to the point. I hope it resonated. If you want, you can always go back to the beginning and pick out a different pile for different time frames or for a different person. So feel free to do that. I hope this resonated and I hope you have a great day. And maybe we will see each other in a different pile. Bye, guys.